Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake here, and I got some search and destroy for you on jungle. A little bit of hardcore search and destroy. Thinking I'm trying something a little bit different today. So instead of me just rambling on about nonsense and whatnot, we're actually going to talk about strategy, because out of all of the game modes, I feel like search and destroy requires the most strategy. So let's see here. We got Silver Bullet over there with the bomb, and he wants to go to B, so that's what we do. We go to B, because that's what Search and Destroy is all about. It's about communication and moving as a team and moving as a unit. You can't just run off like the Lone Ranger, because you only got one life and you got to make it count, each round, obviously. So we get here, and he's going to go ahead and plant the bomb, and we're just going to hunker down and camp it out. Because you really got to know like the right times to rush and the right times to camp, and when you want to sit and wait or hang back and different things like that. So at this point, it's going to be a lot better for us to just let the other team run into our bullets. And obviously I don't get to see any action here, so I apologize for just sitting in the same spot for a minute or two, but that's the way you play the game. You got to really know or be good at the call-outs and be able to give call-outs that a lot of, that everyone else on your team can understand. That's why I really like playing in groups, with friends and stuff, as opposed to just jumping in by myself in a search and destroy. Because I find that most people that just play by themselves in search and destroy are doing a lot of trash talking, or somebody's playing music through their headphones or something ridiculous like that. So when you're playing with friends, it works out a lot better, because usually your friends are all going to have the same or similar call-outs to you. It's really good to find out where the other team is and to find out, exactly what your team is doing. Now we're going to go ahead and rush B a second time, and that's not the best idea. I'm not saying you shouldn't go back to the same bomb site, but when it comes to search and destroy, people are nothing if not predictable with this game. And so they're going to assume that you were predictable too, and it cost Silver Bullet his life. So we're going to go here and pick up the bomb, but I'm going to hang back a second. So see, instead of rushing B site again the second time like they thought we were going to do, if we would have hung back just a little bit, they would have came through and not seen us, and then that's when they get kind of antsy and start moving cautiously, and we would have let them fall into our trap before we went and tried to plant the bomb, because as you know, you don't have to necessarily plant the bomb in order to win the match. Now I get this guy right here because I luckily used my spy plane a little too soon. But this gives me key information, because now I see that the guy had enough time to sneak around to the back of B. That means that chances are his entire team thinks that we're at B. And since I know there's only one or two people left, I'm pretty sure that A is going to be free and clear. So I got disarms up the top on the bridge, and he's kind of scoping out ahead of time. Now whoever has the bomb, that's who the MVP is. If you don't have the bomb, well, you're expendable. That doesn't mean you should just run out and get shot, but at the same time, it's more important for you to go ahead and be like a scout in order to check and make sure that areas are clear. Now, this time we got pretty lucky, because I planted the bomb, and it alerted the other guy on the team, and it made him jump up and be like, oh crap, I gotta go rush and defuse the bomb. And that's when he stopped paying attention. He stopped looking around, and he stopped seeing where our team was, and we were able to pick him off pretty easy. So those are just some few tips about how to move around and how to work with search and destroy and use the other team to your advantage. You got to play it kind of like a chess game, where you're thinking one or two steps ahead. You're always looking at what your opponent's doing and figuring out what maybe they're going to be doing next. So let's talk about something else then. Let's talk about classes. What's a good class for search and destroy? Well, obviously Ghost is a really good choice. But you could also pick Hardline, because you only have a short amount of time, so getting to those kill streaks is really important, and taking away one less kill really helps you get to those kill streaks faster. I would also pick Sleight of Hand as my second tier, although Warlord's good too if you're using Concussion or or Flash. If you're using Smoke, which I also like as an equipment, then Warlord isn't really helping you out too much, because you still only get one Smoke Bomb. For third tier, I would definitely go with Hacker or Ninja. It's always good to be able to sneak around, and then of course with Hacker, you don't get killed accidentally by a Claymore. Now of course Silencer is always great to have on your guns. Like I said, Smoke Bombs work really well, not just to hide you, but also as a diversion. Decoys work really well for that, And claymores will stay around even after you get killed, so it works really, really well in a game like this where you are dead for the rest of the match. And then of course for perks, not perks, kill streaks, I would go with a spy plane, counter spy plane, napalm strike, or a mortar team strike. And those are really good not just to kill the enemy, but of course to divert them from bomb sites that you're not guarding at the moment. That's about it for me. I'm going to go ahead and shoot through the wall for the final kill, and it turns out I got 8-0 with 1 plant, so that was pretty good, right? And that's going to be it. So peace out, guys. Till next time.